What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Rip. I'm Shane Peterson. Thank you for tuning in. This week, we're going to be talking about the last round of the Supercross Championship that went down in Salt Lake City. 3 champions were crowned, 4 if you include Supercross Futures. So let's get into it and see what happened in Salt Lake City in this episode of Off the Rip. It being the last round, you know there was going to be some wild moments. Off the start in the 250 East heat race, Cody Schock just sends it off the start, goes balls to the wall, literally. Then in the 450 LCQ, Mitchell Harrison goes down in the last corner and brings Tristan Lane with him, giving up the 4th and final spot to Kevin Moranz. And then things get a little hairy for Jordan Smith and Haiden Deegan, but Smith ends up being the one to go down. In the 450 main event, things got heated. Jason Anderson takes Hunter Lawrence high, no pun intended. And then Hunter Lawrence kind of returns the favor when he's getting lapped by Anderson by taking him wide. So those were some of the wild moments from Salt Lake City. I really thought that I was gonna get max points this last round. I was like, man, this is a solid pick right here. I felt super confident about it. But I only got the winner right. So these were my picks. Chase Sexton, Jason Anderson, Jett Lawrence, Justin Barcia, Cooper Webb, and Shane McElrath for the wild card spot in 10th place. Ended up scoring 45 points. So I got the winner right. That's a plus. And then my final ranking for the season is 27,171. All right, so moving on to the 450 class, we pretty much knew Jett had it in the bag coming into this final round. But, I mean, something could have happened. We've seen it in Supercross before, but I don't think for Jett anything bad was gonna happen. He's pretty much been lights out every championship he's gone after. But to talk about the winner of the night, Chase Sexton, who kind of got overshadowed by Jett winning the championship. He rode phenomenal from gate drop to the last lap. He was due for a win. He's been riding really, really good these past few races. So I think we're gonna see Chase Sexton contend for wins next year. I think he found something with the KTM, so I think they're gonna, be solid next year. He has a season under his belt now with the KTM team. And then speaking of riders who have a season under their belt, the 2 rookies, Hunter Lawrence and Justin Cooper. Those guys have been riding really well. I mean, Justin podiumed this race, Hunter podiumed last weekend in Denver. So it's going to be interesting to see how these 2 rookies do next season. To talk about Cooper Webb for a little bit, he rode a hell of a race for having a torn UCL in his hand. So he seems like he's hungry. He seems like he's ready to fight for this championship next year. It is going to be tough because he's going to have his teammate Eli Tomac back, stronger if he can stay healthy through the offseason. So him and Eli, Jett, Chase are going to be going for it. These rookies that are having a second season. It's going to be pretty gnarly next year. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh man, this was the most exciting race to watch. I was more excited about this one than the 450 class just because RJ Hampshire and Levi Kitchen come into this race all tied up, winner take all. You can't think of a better scenario for a championship. RJ Hampshire gets a better start than Levi Kitchen and finishes second. He did say in the post-race press conference that he was just ready to go win this thing. He wanted to be the fastest on the track, even on press day.
I'm going to be fast from the time I get on the track, even on Friday. I've literally told the guys that, like, look, I'm going to be the guy, all day. So yeah, I just kind of brought that into today, and I was fastest almost every time I was on the track.
So having that kind of mindset coming into this race, he was going to be hard to beat and hard to stop. To talk about the 250 East Coast a little bit, Tom Vialle, the champion. His night started, looked a little sketchy, looked like he wasn't going to be able to get it done. He barely qualifies for the main event, and then he ends up getting a pretty good start in the main event. And from there, he just needed to manage and pretty much cruise to his championship. Haiden Deegan, however, did exactly what he needed to do and won the race. So, had some sketchy moments there with his teammate, Jordan Smith, but he got his third victory of the year, I believe. But now, we go into the outdoors. I'm excited about this 250 championship because there's so many good riders that can win this championship. There's going to be so many good battles every single race. It's my favorite. It's just more gnarly. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Talk about Fox Raceway in a couple weeks. Peace.